my name is Chelsey. I'm the supervisor of our IDD program here. Psychological testing is done by a trained licensed psychologist in general. So social workers are not going to be doing this. And it involves a lot more formal assessments. So with our intake process, right, they come in and they do kind of like it is pretty formal, and then we have certain questions we have to answer. But what the psychologist is doing is she's actually using their standardized assessments that have been validated against a whole cohort of same age individuals as the people that the test is for. She is asking very specific questions, but they're actually being measured to see where they fall within the general population. We use the scores that come from those tests specifically to rate where our individual falls in the general population. All the tests are normed for age, to see what is typical. I hate the word normal, but we all have a normalcy about us. Normal is not depression, and not normal is depression, right? So using those scores, a lot of our tests can indicate whether someone is experiencing feelings of depression, anxiety, things like that. So that can help us uncover things that maybe they weren't willing to tell their therapist, or things that maybe they didn't notice because they didn't think it was any different from what they've been experiencing for either a long time or their whole life even. But it can definitely help us understand what someone is going through. It doesn't seem like it because really it comes from numbers, but you'd be surprised. We've done this before where, people don't really know what's going on with their kids. They don't really know what's going on. Even the therapist is struggling to work with them to find what works. With an accurate diagnosis, that gives a therapist more avenues to try different things, to engage in, and bring in more resources to try different areas of engaging with their individual, and same thing with the families as well. We use that information to get them into the correct program, set up the correct services, and they do really well.